Hey, welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade. Let's change that screen. There we go. Hey, welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade. Today I just need to get some work done on this travel time. So I figured, hey, the best way to work on it, and I have to work on it, I might as well just stream it live and we can view it together. I forgot to plug that in. So with that, I think I'm just going to get to work. Because I got a lot to do. I got a long way to go and a short time to get there. We can just do it that way. So I'll just get all my screws and stuff I might need. I get the buzzer. Get that all ready. Alright. Alrighty then. First thing, I think I'm gonna take this off and get this out of my way. Just so it's easier for me. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that'll do it. I gotta put new bushings on this too. The bushings are just rotted on here. So it makes sense to tear it apart, get it out of the way. Plus it gives me a lot easier access to some of this stuff. It actually gives me really easy access to the pop bumpers, but I don't think I'm going to get to them in this episode. But happy 3rd of July. And some of you guys are celebrating 4th of July today. But me, I just want to get this done. I need space in my basement. I got other games to work on. I get this out of here. That's one more spot I have free. Gotta go. It's bought, paid for. It's just gotta go bye-bye. Do I get all 4 of them off? Yeah. I can just get out of here. Out of here. I will take this off too. I get the air blowing right on me. I was outside not for long, and the heat was just killing me. What do I got connected still? I got that coil. Alright. So I'll just stick that off to the side there. Let's work on these 3 here and the bulbs. Since they're free and clean, out of my way right now. I may have to fix one of these. Yeah, I'm gonna fix one of them. One bulb. There. I will fix one bulb socket. I got one that isn't in the best shape. Let's get my little file. 2 people watching, thank you. What's up, Basement Crusaders? How are you guys doing? Or girls? I know I get a mixture of people that watch. So what I'm just doing right now is I'm filing the, what do you call it? Oh, I forgot this camera doesn't adjust easy. It's a great camera mount, but it just doesn't adjust really easy. I scraped some coating off the bulb socket so I could fix it. I just want to solder it, the base to the socket. There. What that does, it keeps the socket from spinning. You need to get moved too. Keeps the socket from spinning. So when I put the bulb in, the bulb will always have a perfect contact to it. And it will always work correct. So now since I'm here, hey, what's up, Mark? Great job. Thanks for making it. Just going over that travel time. But anyways, if your bulb socket spins, you don't want it to spin because you're losing contact on it. So you just solder the socket to the base so it doesn't spin anymore, and you get your good contact to your bulbs back. Right now I am going through with some isopropyl alcohol, and I'm cleaning the inserts, the bottoms of the inserts, get them clean. Now I'm going to take my Harbor Freight rotary tool, and it's got an actual 443 Dremel bit on it. I'm just going to go clean out the insides of the sockets. There. I might as well see if I can hit this right away. I just cleaned the leaves on those 3 top lanes. I'm gonna get these off too. These foam things for this whole unit here are just rotted. So we're leaving the bushing, this metal sleeve, which I'll take off right now. This metal sleeve will stay there, but the rubber rotten bushing will come off. So that's rotten. Those will go in the garbage. And these will go on to replace it. Figure out what size these are. Pinball Life has them on sale. Let me put my glasses, my magnifying glasses on. Just take back here. So what are you doing today besides coming in here and watching me? These are 3/16. I think they're inner diameter. But those will go in place of all the rubber bushings. I tried this before on I think it was a Skylab, and it worked beautifully. I got it documented. I just gotta upload it. All right, we got that done. 3 bulbs. These are switched bulbs. Oh, okay. You'll be working on Buccaneer today. These are non-ghosting Comet bulbs. Warm white frosted. I use non-ghosting because these are controlled lamps. They turn on and off. Yeah, that's good. It didn't feel right for a second. They turn on and off, so I use the non-ghosting because then it gets rid of any flickering that may happen due to this process of LEDing your game. That's like one of the worst things you want to do is LED your game and then go play it, and you just see all these flickering lights. Hey, what's up, Ryan? How you doing? Just trying to get this game done. This is that MGC game I sold. Got my new buzzer too. Just trying to get this done and getting it out of here. This is great for cleaning contacts too. It gets right in there and cleans them real nice. Okay, I need to get microfiber cloth. And we're going to clean targets. They're easier to clean this way versus when they're on a playfield. Just a little novice. I like to mush it into the towel. This way they're just a lot easier to clean. Clean the sides, top, bottom, and back. I just think it's so much easier to clean it like this than when it's in a playfield. Plus, I have them out already because I, went through the playfield and polished it. So it's just so much easier to do it this way. What you up today, Ryan? Just chilling around the house? I was gonna chill. At 3 o'clock, I think I'm gonna chill. I'll chill from 3 to when I go to bed. But I just wanna, I gotta get some junk out of my basement. You know how my basement gets. Once this game is gone, it's one more spot that's empty. My problem with that is, end of next week, I have another game coming in. That'll be another game that's for sale. It'll be a Gottlieb Pro Pool EM Wedgehead. That will be going. So if anybody knows, anybody wants to buy a Gottlieb Pro Pool, well, I think it will be getting sold. I think I'm going to build it first because it looks interesting. It looks good enough to decide if I want to keep it or not. But I got a Gottlieb Card Tricks that is for sale. That's the next MGC project. Okay, yeah, we're having a cookout too. I'm gonna try to be done by 3-ish. I'm gonna see how far I can go before I get just wiped out, and then we're gonna cook out. I got to work tomorrow, so cook out, chill out, and then I go to bed and wake up, go to work. But this game is on a home stretch already. Everything is done except for the playfield, which is good. Everything else has been rebuilt. The whole top of this playfield's done. What I mean by done, it's all been polished and waxed. I just got to reassemble it. But with this stuff out of my way, so I can start doing it, it's slowly getting back together now. If I can get the screws in. Alright, there's a stand-up switch somewhere right around here. I have to find. That one goes there. There's one that's got to go here that I don't see it. Is it in this pile? That goes there, that goes there. That goes there. Here it goes. Right there. Yes, I have to work on the 4th. It's a holiday, but it's not an off day. It's a scheduled day. But what's good about it, I get paid for 10 hours, and also every hour I work, I get paid overtime. So it's like double time and a half. I have a card whiz, if you want one. You can buy it as is. It's right here ready to go. I prefer to sell it as is. I'd like to get rid of it. I'd rather not restore it. I'd rather just sell it, because then it gives me time to go on to a different project. So, here, let's do this. Oh, card tricks. There. My bad, I don't have a card whiz. But, is card whiz same as captain card? I can't remember. But I have a captain card too that I want to part with also. That one I rather not. That one I know partially works. I think it just needs a good switch cleaning, you know, to get it going. Because I did have it up and I did play it. But yeah, just like with everything else, I'd rather just get some of these games gone and be done with them. That's got a rollover in there. Let me find them. Here we go. Well, yeah, if you want them, they're yours for the taking. Either one. You can message me if you want. Through either Facebook or just drop me an email. Let me get one of these in right now. I have to look back on how they attach. So I don't remember exact. Yeah, Dave told me about it yesterday. But yeah, I did see the picture that you put up. And it is nice that you did that for Board Dog. I want to meet him so bad. All right. I don't remember how these went. And how they're arranged. They're funky. Very funky. Never seen those things before. Okay, yeah, I did my it was the same guy Dave got the Hot Shots from. The Hot Shots is a great game. Williams Travel Time. Note these and how they're arranged. They're funky. Very funky. Never seen those things before. Okay, that one goes this way. Yeah, I like that Hot Shots game, man. That was a good deal, too. That was a really good deal Dave got on that. Alright, let's get that cleaned. That was a good thing you went up and got him. Oh! That is a good one. I know you got a little bit more resources now to get games. Since the house is paid off. You can start getting a finer collection of what you really want in what condition you want. No. It is so weird, these things. I gotta show you guys these things. I've never seen them before. All these EMs I've done, I've never seen these things before or gone at a game before. Well, that one's got to get fixed. Where are they? Here. That's good. That's good news right there. These are I have no idea. I've never seen these before with these rollovers where this goes down and it's kind of like a bushing, a shim almost, and it goes underneath and it will just like keep one side up a little higher or something. I have never ever seen nothing like that before. Out of all the EMs I've done these on, but I'm putting it back on, but that one I have to fix the hole in because it's jacked up. Yeah, you know it's always good to have contacts, because the contacts are going to sell games to other contacts versus the public. So I'd rather sell a game to somebody I know than somebody I don't know, just to get rid of headaches, you know? Get rid of headaches with people. Get rid of your headaches when you sell your games. Just have a smooth transaction between known sellers, and it's great. Oh, my dog ate some of this the other day. I didn't think he would. I dripped a drop on the ground, and I tapped at it with my foot just to see what the dog would do, and he just licked it right up off the floor. But it's non-toxic anyways. And let's face it, most of us ate glue as a kid anyways. We at least tried it. I know I did. I tried that. I've tried paste. I've eaten other people's bubble gum, which is really gross. But, yeah, we were kids, you know. Ah, yeah, that went real good. Let's get this back in there. Good, good, good. Well, that's how it is too, you know. You want to sell your game to somebody that, you know, they're going to keep it. You don't want to sell your game and have them instantly flip it right away on you. Because, you know, that's like, well, why did I bother wasting my time selling it to you if you're just going to, if you were bought it just to flip it, you know, right away. Like my victory. You know I was keeping it long term. I wanted it. So, therefore it stays. But yeah, it's like you sell it to somebody and they flip it instantly. Especially if it's a game, you know, you really took care of and you really enjoyed. And you find out they bought it to flip it. There's nothing you can really do about it, but you know, it does kind of irk you a little bit. I have a feeling a lot of screws on this game are just going to be stripped. This Playfield, I think it's like something that Williams was experimenting with. Because it's not, it's hard to explain. It's laminated on top. It's laminated on the bottom. And then it's got some really weird cheap wood underneath, in a sandwich between it. It's like hard to explain what it is, but it's, yeah, exactly. Why give them a deal if they're just going to flip it right away? This wood that's on here, I don't know if you can't really see it too good, but it's like garbage plywood. Think of it that way. Like the lowest grade plywood you could possibly get. That's like super brittle, almost. There, I just had to straighten out that stack. It's like super brittle, but then they laminate the top and the bottom. I think they were doing that to save money and realized it was no big money gain savings for them. But yeah, sell your games to, if you're going to give somebody a deal, sell them to somebody that you know is going to appreciate the deal. I'll do a little tweaking on that. There. I like to make these switches not too sensitive, but I want them to be where you roll over them and then they actually work. Not brush them and they work, you know what I mean? I don't want it to be an accident hit, I want it to be a purpose hit. So you're gonna be like aiming for this stuff. I know it sounds weird, but I like doing it that way. I want it to be aimed for, so you have to actually go and roll over it to get the switch. So it's not too sensitive, I should say. It's more of you need to hit me to get the point out of it. Alright, another one down, another one down. Where did I put the bulbs? Here we go. But yeah, well, you know, I know we can't stop all that from happening either. People, you sell it to some stranger, and then they turn around and flip the shit right on you. It's happened before. It will always happen. These are not ghosting. So these I can just use the bendy bulbs. These, I like using these on those funny rollovers, those orange rollovers. It's just I can take it and I can bend it right into it. And I can get the best light out of it if I can get the damn thing in the socket and twist it. That's the other thing. And I always face them both the same way. So this bulb is going to be pointing this way, and on that rollover the bulb will be pointing that way. So they kind of like, they'll both light up in the middle but then point out. It's just OCD stuff of mine. Now I'm taking my marker, I'm going to start marking all these bulbs and switches that I did already. That way when I go underneath here, I know I cleaned them and they weren't mistakes where I didn't clean it but I should have, you know, stuff like that. Alright, I think I got almost everything over here out of my way that's gonna be in my way, except for that one. I gotta get that one cleaned. So did Board Dog just send you the money for that? And then you're just gonna ship it then, right? That's what I understood. The guy didn't want to ship it. He wanted to just have somebody put cash on the glass, and then he didn't care what you did with it. But I'm assuming, from what I understood, that it's getting shipped to Board Dog, and Board Dog's arranging the shipping. I first thought Dave sold his game, because I know he's been sneakily selling stuff, getting rid of things and then rearranging his collection slowly. That's what I was thinking. Because he sold that, was it not, Diamond Lady. I didn't think he would sell that. And all of a sudden he's like, oh, it's gone. That's got a glop of solder on it. There. Get the little blue marker out. Now I know that's been gone through. This whole general area right here has been gone through. The pump bumpers, I'll be able to go through them when I take them apart. I don't think this is going to be in my way too much to do that. I don't think it will. Where are you? I'm going to put these in right here. I have to figure out which ones they are. These are the metal lane rollovers. I take these out also because that's the only good way you can polish your machine. Just take them out, and then I throw them in a rock tumbler. I'm going to show you a difference with these. You may not know or you might not know. The ones that are designed like this, they remind me of an egg holder, you know, for dipping eggs. The ones that are designed like this are designed for the ball to either roll over both ways. These right here are usually outlands. They're designed so the ball can roll one way, but it can't roll backwards. That's what these are designed. So whenever you see the two different ones, like that, I know it's hard to see, especially right now on YouTube because it's broadcasting in low res, and then later on it redoes it back up to high res. But a half of a metal lane rollover is one way, and a full one is two ways. And those just go up there. Figured while I'm here, I can get a little easier reach, but I don't think it's going to matter anyways. So I believe I took them out. There, another one I got to fix. Like I said, I believe I'm going to fix a lot of bad screw holes on this game. Because this shit just comes out like powder. When the screw strips, it just pulls it out like powder. Now I'm not doing crazy drilling on it either. I got my hand loose on the drill, so when it does catch, it will spin in my hand. So it ain't like I'm stripping them. A lot of these screws, when I pulled them out, they were already packed with wood. So I knew they were stripped right when I pulled them out. Yeah, that one needs adjusting. Yeah. This is bent good. So it's bent real good. I'm trying to bend it flat again. And then put the right bend back into it. There we go. And actually, the best way to test these switches was with a ball. But I'm actually using the side of my finger to test them. Okay, those are good. Okay. What do you call it? Wood glue. Oh, almost 130. Wonder how far I'm gonna get on this. I'm gonna also eliminate the light sockets for the pop bumpers. I don't think I'm gonna use them anymore. I'm just gonna tear apart wedge bulbs, solder wires to them, and then use those as the bulbs from now on. I think that's gonna be my new thing. Yeah, that hole's bad. That hole is bad. super bad. See, I glue in there already, huh? Just gonna put another hunk of wood in there. There we go. When you hear that snap of the screwdriver popping over the top of the screw, you know you're tight in there. Alright, that's all done. Let's get these snap back together and out of my way. Let's get at this bulb right here. There we go. Get that bulb. Well, that was stuck there good. It was stuck real good. Hey, that was stuck real good. This crap in the middle is a nightmare. That one I might not do on camera. Well, the only reason why is I remember last time doing it, I wanted to just be swearing like crazy because it was just a total pain to try to get at every one of these bulbs because you just got to bend them all over crazy to get in there to clean them. And it was kind of like a nightmare almost. That one, I think I'm just going to drop some. This is the disc for the saucer. I just put a bunch of what do you call it? Isopropyl alcohol right into it because it's just so dirty. Here, let's try that one out. But yeah, might as well. As clean as that one's getting. And that one I'll also put a bendy on it. That's part of the GI. I believe. No, it's not. That is a controlled bulb. So that's got a 555 in it or whatever. That's a controlled bulb, so that will get a non-ghosting bulb. Yeah, I did that. That will get a non-ghosting one. A non-ghosting bendy. One of these little non-ghosting bendies that will get. There's nowhere good to put that one. So it's going to just go right there like that. The socket should be removed and moved over to the side, but I'm not doing that. If it was my game, I'd totally replace the whole socket and put something else. But it's not my game, so I'm not heavily modding it like I would on my game. This was going to be my game. However, having a limited collection, this did not fit in to it. So when you have a smaller collection, you got to kind of have games that are very fun for everybody to play. This is a fun game to play. However, it's not the funnest game to play. So it can be a very long game after a while and kind of boring. So the one I sold, I actually turned up the clock speed all the way, so the clock is like stupid fast on it, and that made the game actually decent to play. So I had the clock actually going at clock speed. For every 5 seconds it did its thing, and I turned it up to max, so it just would clock real fast. Otherwise you can just play this game for hours. Who the hell wants to do that sometimes? Play EM for hours. I know I don't. Another socket I'll get from the top. Okay, is anything else in the way right here? Nothing. Nothing's in the way right here. So therefore, since everything is out of the way, I will put this back. On its new bushings. Get this screw. Put this back. He sent me money. I'm holding until he comes in. Oh, he is coming to pick it up. That is cool. That is awesome that he is actually coming here to pick it up. That is cool. Alright, that. Put another washer here. Now these are great. Where are we? Wide. These are great to replace these foam bushings. This is just it's just a cheap foam bushing like Williams used on their chimes. I'm replacing the foam bushings with rubber bushings. These little 3/16. I did this on Skylab and it worked perfect. So otherwise, this whole machine went with these two giant solenoids on it when it resets. It is pretty violent, and those little foam bushings aren't going to do crap to get rid of the violence that this thing creates. So there, we got all four in. So I decided I'm replacing them with rubber. And that rubber is not going to ever rot out. Well, not ever, as long as this guy owns the machine. It's not going to rot out. And it should last for, you know, a way longer time than this other crap did. Before I put this all the way in, I want to get this fuse back in all the way. What is that? 1.6 amp slow blow? Some weird shit. Alright, what does this thing say? Gotta get yourself a pair of these when you get older to read these things. Little fuse. Yep, it's the correct amperage. It blows my mind when I see that on EM. They are using the correct amp. just cleaning the fuse holder off now. Getting it clean. Oh, this stinks. It smells like sauerkraut. So it's like confusing me. Because it doesn't smell good, but sauerkraut smells good. It's kind of like you've been drinking Mountain Dew all day and you decide to switch to a Coke and you forget that you switched to a Coke and you just go over here to grab it to take a drink out of it and you almost spit it out because you think it should be Mountain Dew, but it's really Coke because you're not expecting that. So that's what kind of how this fuse was. I'm not expecting it to smell like sauerkraut when I'm cleaning it. There we go. She snaps in good. There. That's out of my way. Those I can get off real easy. But yeah, I'm not expecting it to smell like sauerkraut as I'm cleaning it. So that's the part that's freaking me out. But otherwise, these washers are working killer. They got lock washers on them too. So it has a big washer, and then you put a little lock washer, and then a nut. Look at that. That one's garbage now. Put that there. That. And that. So when's Borg Dog going to pick that thing up? It's going to be a little while. Alright. Let's do this one. That's good. That's good. Now, this is mounted really good. It's got a little shake to it. I can close that vent up. But it won't be violent now because it's got the rubber bushing to it. But yeah, that's nice. Good. Now, you and I, we're going to sneak in here. Here to put these legs down. This is always fun to clean this. It's like something I would totally recommend somebody to do. You know, if you're bored and you want to have some fun, clean one of these giant ass relay banks because they're the best. There we go. They're actually not that bad. They're very decent to do. Alright. Need a flashlight so I can see what I'm doing. The stepper is a perfect holding spot for one. What do I want to do? I think that'd be the best thing to do. Get them all open. what I just do, and I'll just go around and lift them up and get my thing in there, and then I'll knock them down, and then I'll just get the other leaf. They're pretty easy. I think I'm just going to go down on this bank, get what I can, knock them down, and then do the other part that I can't get. Do I really need a flashlight? Yeah. See, that wasn't bad, was it? Oh, I gotta get my, what do you call it on? My, what do you call it? My Harbor Freight monocular things, or whatever you call them, so I can see. Yeah, they're doing their job. They're closing, they're opening. Yeah, they're articulating correctly. All right, one batch down, one more to go. Yeah, look at that one. Okay, that is open. It just looked too close to me. Okay. Alright, those are good. Now we gotta take the solenoids out because they're filthy. Well, not the solenoids, but these rods, and we gotta clean out the sleeves because they're filthy. And if I remember right, there's nuts behind them. Oh, you know how much easier that would have been if I didn't screw them down. Alright, well, nothing like doing things twice. Alright. Where are we? We're right here. I have to take this back off because I forgot there's nuts on the back of these. And you can't take a screw loose with a nut on it without breaking the screw a lot of times. If anybody has ever taken a Gottlieb stepper apart, you would totally understand what I'm talking about. So Gottlieb steppers have this screw thing on it where you're looking at one side and you're like, oh, I'll just unscrew this and it will come off. No, that is like the most dangerous thing to do because it's nutted on the back. So if you do that, you're gonna break the screw. So I'd rather just do this right. Take this all back apart. Get it apart correctly. And just take it apart correctly, put it back together correctly, and be done with it. Instead of breaking something. Not like I can't fix it, but it's another step that I don't have to deal with if I just take it apart. And I gotta take that screw out again for the harness. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. You work on so many games, you forget steps. Alright. It's not a big thing that I did. I want to get my magnet though. It makes it easier. Get that lock washer off. You know what I mean, Vern? Yeah, that one was loose. Very loose. So it was a good thing that that one was very loose too. Those I probably could have got out, but I didn't know they were loose. Lock washer. Lock washer. There. Now we can. No, yes, you are very early. You're not late as usual. I am working till I am done. Or till my brain is done. There. Now, I can take these screws out. Get at the coil stops. Pull the sleeve out, clean this off. Yep. This is what I want to clean right here. That. They always grease them. They don't get any grease at all. No, I don't work Mondays. I never work Mondays unless it's mandatory overtime. So this is a normal day I'm off. But yeah, I'm planning on streaming till at least 3. This one's all nasty over here. This is that travel time I sold at MGC. Just trying to finish it up so I can get it going. Got too many games in my way right now. These metal sleeves, I always reuse them unless they're damaged. They just don't wear out on these big mechs because they're not used constantly. These big mechs are not used like flippers or pop bumpers or whatever. I used to replace them, and every time I take them out, I'd be like, these things are like perfect. There's nothing wrong with them. So why am I replacing them? But I do have new ones in case they are bad, but I haven't ran into a bad one yet. So we're not replacing them, but we are cleaning them because somebody always oils these damn things. I don't know why. They don't need to be oiled, but you would think that they would because they're metal on metal. So yeah, technically you should oil them because it's metal on metal. However, these are not similar metals. One is aluminum and one is like some type of steel. So the aluminum is the sacrificial lamb. So that is actually slowly wearing out. But they're in good condition. And as you can see how freely this moves, it actually moves a lot smoother than what it did. I can tell just by the difference between both of these. This one was smoother now since I cleaned all the gunk out of it. Yeah, that screw was loose too. So I'm wondering what I'm going to find when I take this off. Hopefully it was just loose over the years and nobody messed. Okay, that one was tight. Hopefully it was just loose just from over the almost 50 years versus somebody getting their hands in there and dicking around with it. Clean. Good shape. Greasy. Greasy as hell. I don't know if you guys can see that thing shining. It's like the midnight special. Shine a light down on me. Damn, is that thing greasy. This one, I might have to take off. I'm gonna have to take this one off actually, because it's kind of corroded nasty in a way I don't like. So I want to Scotch Brite it, and I feel the only way I can Scotch Brite it good is by removing it. Yeah, just like I thought, this sleeve is in perfect condition. Like these giant sleeves here, you never need to replace them. I haven't ran into an instance where I had to replace one yet. But like I said, I do have new ones. Oh yeah. So, where's my little screwdriver? Did I put it back? Or did I drop it? We will find out. Hopefully I put it back. Alright, I don't see it. Crap, I hope I don't lose it. Alright, Mark. Where did you put your little screwdriver? Where did you use it last? I'm hoping it'll be on the floor when I move crap around. I don't remember where I used it last. Put it that way. Alright. Is it in there? No. Oh, let's go get another one. I have no idea where it's at. I'm sure it's on the ground somewhere. Where are we? Right back here. This one, this is my other one. I have, I think, 3 or 4 of these. So I was buying them up because I kept breaking them. So I was buying them. There it is. There we go. I'll put this one back over there. I was buying them up because I kept breaking them. And every time I go to Sears, yes, I'm using naphtha. Every time I go to Sears, I'd be like, I'll just go buy one, and then next time I'll just exchange it. So I was doing that like crazy. So I think I got like 4 of these little screwdrivers now. And then one day, I had all the screwdrivers sitting up, by my chair, and I was going to Sears, and I grabbed all of them and went and exchanged them all at the same time at Sears. They weren't happy because I cleared out their complete screwdriver shelf. But they're lifetime warranty, so they gave them to me. Oh, come on. What's holding you up? Oh, now I know what's holding you up. That. I'll just go through this and clean this off too. But yep, naphtha. That's what I use for cleaning all that. There. I just don't like the way that thing looked right in this area. It had some, I don't know if it was light rust or crusties or something on it. But it's off now. That's what matters. There's still enough original grease on here that I will leave. Okay, that just dropped on the floor. There we go. Does it turn? Yep. Why doesn't that like... Okay, because it doesn't go there. That's why it's loose. As you can see, I talk to myself a lot. There. It goes there. And that's where it goes. So now I got a bunch of baby screwdrivers that are in good shape. There. Now that's tight. Which is good. So now I got spares. Hey, what's up? What's up, Borg Dog? Congrats on your new game. Congrats on your new game. Was just talking to Ryan earlier about it. He was in here. Oh yeah, so far that's moving good. When you come and pick that thing up? That hit the deck. If you missed that live, I have vacation next week, and I put in my PBR order in last night, and I should have all the parts I need for it. And then next week, I'm just going to stream it all week because I have off. So I'm going to repair that game in a whole week just live. The reason why I'm not documenting it is because, let's face it, they made 375. There's, what, maybe 150 out there? Nobody's going to be searching the internet on how to repair their hit the deck, because let's face it, most of the people that have them, I would say all of them that have that game, know something about pinball and should be able to fix it. So I don't really feel to document the rebuild on it is just going to be necessary or needed for anybody, but I figure I got to rebuild it anyways, so why not just live stream it all week? You know, just do that so people can chime in and see live. I don't know on that. I couldn't tell you if they made more Neptunes or hit the deck. I'm thinking more Neptunes because I hear more about Neptune than I do of hit the deck. So I'm thinking they made more Neptunes. But I don't know. So yeah, next week I'm just gonna tear that thing apart and put it back together. I believe right now it will work. The only real big issue I saw was the credit stepper, and I'm not going to be using that anyways, so I'll rebuild it, but I'm not going to use it. Alright, there. Now we can put this back together again. So yeah, Hit the Deck, that is my game. Yeah, look it up and let us all know. But yeah, Hit the Deck that's my game 100%. It probably won't be for sale. However, somebody might offer me something stupid one day, and then I'll be like, yeah, here you go. But I know they got a good, they hold a good value to them. These washers, there's normally foam bushings on here, and I replaced them with 3/16 washers. I can't remember if it's inner diameter or whatever, but 3/16 pinball rubber I replaced them with. So there's two on each corner. There's 2 pieces of pinball rubber, and then the original washer and nut and lock washer. And this is a very solid way of remounting these shaky units solidly. Knit the Deck, 270 Neptune. Wow. I wonder why I hear more about Neptune than Hit the Deck done. Well, they're both still rare, as far as I'm concerned. I think anything that's under 500 production is rare, but rare, does that mean it's worth anything? My mini pool was not, it was rare, but I don't feel that was a demand game, you know, something that people had to have. Otherwise I would have sold it much quicker than I did. Now that is nice. We still got movement because of the rubber pinball post rings, but it's solid. And that is so much smoother now. Alright. We got that down. Let's go to the stepper. Focus. I have to get my other camera. I got another camera just for this. It was my son's camera, and years ago he changed the password. Didn't know what he changed it to, but he changed the password, and for years none of us could figure out what the password was. And then for some reason I looked at my phone and I had found something that had the password on it. I'm like, no, that can't be correct, you know. And sure enough, it was a password for his phone. We are currently thinking of a road trip in September to come pick up Bad Girls. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. I hope I can bump into you then. I hope we will bump into each other. I hope so. I think that'd be very cool. Get over there by Dave or by Ryan's. Either or would be awesome. Doesn't matter who. Go by Ryan's and go by Dave's. Maybe come over here. Hopefully my basement will be clean. Oh, I gotta get that wrench. You know, all that stuff. Which one is it? This one? I think it's this one. Yeah. There we go. I'm going to release these two, so I might as well pull them out. Yeah, good. There we go. At least that's working good. All right. I believe that is working great. Good. That'd be awesome. I hope I can make it for that one. All right, let's get this puppy taken apart. As usual, I will make sure we're in home position with the fingers, which were on the stepper. And I'll put a line on that and a line on the top. That way we know when we put this fingers back on, because you can do it 180 degree difference. When we put that back on, we know that it's in the right spot. And then right here I jam my screwdriver through so I can break this nut loose without spinning the whole stepper assembly. Otherwise it will just keep spinning all the way by itself. I'll throw this in here. Somewhere in here. Oh, I got the, what do you call it? The Midnight Special running through my head by CCR. Don't ask me why. For some reason that song is just running through my head right now. It's a midnight special. I'm gonna shine your light on me, or something like that. But oh yeah, it's yeah, I think it will be a blast having you here, getting to meet you. As usual, the guest picks the game at Dave's house. A lot of times Dave will say, "What do you want to play?" I'm like, "Surprise me. Make me play something. Make me play something that I don't play." And which is good. I learned to appreciate a lot more games than I did before. And I learned I do not like some games just as much as I didn't like them before. You know what I mean, Vern? Alright, we're going to rebuild this first. And then once we get this rebuilt, then we're going to work. I'll just move this around and get it out of my way, and then we can rebuild put all these stuff back together. But alright, we took a picture of this already, but I will need to get a little naphtha on my cloth. Right here. So I was putting all the pictures on my phone, my regular phone, and videos, but damn, my whole everything was just getting clogged up with pinball stuff. And then when I found that phone buried along with my old watch. I was like, oh, I'm going to use this instead. So we got 1, 2. Wow, 2. We'll probably put that to 3. 2 wraps. I gotta get my wife to work on some new shirts. I got all these designs. No. Which is pretty sad. My wife takes pictures of everything and makes me take pictures of stuff. So if I need pictures of my kids, I usually get them from my wife, which is pretty sad. She takes all the pictures, a lot of videos and stuff like that. I'm just like, I'd never think of it. But I just use the camera to document this so I know of what, where things go. It's basically about it. Alright. Which should I take off? I'll just take this one off. I have to get this bar out. The switch is in the way. So what I'm going to do is take one of these screws out completely. Loosen one up. There. I'll take one out completely. I should take out pictures of other stuff. I mean, pinball, let's face it, pinball is everything, but it isn't everything. There. And there's a washer there. This camera isn't the greatest compared to my other phone. I got a iPhone 10, and that thing takes phenomenal pictures. This one I can already see the difference with light compared to it. And I gotta go over there and get some grease. But yeah, I do take pictures of important stuff like Midwest Gaming Classic, pinball friends, sometimes my car, stuff that really doesn't need to be taken pictures of as much. What did I come over here for? Oh, grease. But yeah, I should take more pictures of my children. But my wife always takes pictures constantly, so I kind of like let that go on her. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I don't need to take pictures because she takes, pictures of them all the time. So she's got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pictures, which is good. But yeah, mine is primarily pinball stuff. And yeah, some of these just can get deleted. Usually after I rebuild a stepper, I try to delete all those pictures. It's like they're not needed. Now here, as I state all the time, you cannot separate these two because they're kind of like pressed riveted together. So that will get cleaned like that. I just let naphtha dribble in it and let that do the work. But these, you gotta get your Q-tip and clean them. I'll be so glad when this game's done, because it's a game that's gone and nothing's coming in its place. Holy cow, is this one dirty. It's a game that's gone and nothing will be taking its spot. It will be one more free spot. Now, like when I get rid of triple action, that will be another spot. When I drop it off, I'm picking up another game right away, so that's another spot I'm not getting back. But when I get rid of Comet, after I rebuild Comet, that will be a game that doesn't get a spot back, which is good. I mean, I get a spot back. So, and then Blast Off, once Blast Off is done, that's a game too. Nothing comes back in either. So Blast Off, when that's gone and Travel Time is gone, I have 2 more open spots. Yeah, I might get to be able to play Hot Wheels again. I know my wife is, we can't ever go downstairs and play pinball. If I want to play the Beatles, I can't. I'm like, yeah, I know, that's sad. Can't play my Beatles. I can play my Hot Wheels. I just gotta move everything. But Cyclone, Beatles, and Victory are very hard to get at. Ooh, that's gummy. That is really gummy there. But actually, in August, we're having a big summer party here. If you can make it here in August, you're welcome. But will be a big summer party, and this whole basement will be clean, if you can believe it or not. What's my other camera doing? Let's just do this one here. There. Yeah, if you can believe it or not, this whole basement will be clean. A lot of the games I got stacked up will just get thrown into another room. My basement is as wide as Dave's, but I don't have that much space because I have other things in my basement. So I can take a lot of games are knocked down and just stuff them down in there. But the problem is I have to get into there, so I can stuff them down there and then I have to bring them back out later on to get at them. So, in other games I just might stick out in the garage for that weekend. But I did acquire an Aztec. I'm doing a trade with Dave. I sold him a Solids and Stripes. Cause he had one, but it was in poor condition compared to the one I had. Dave's needed a full restoration. Mine was a Tom Taylor game, and it was pretty much mint. So I sold it to Dave because Dave's got good memories of that game and he always would talk about it. And I had it and I felt Dave should be the rightful owner of it. So I sold it to Dave. Long story short, it's still sitting in Dave's basement. It hasn't been touched since I sold it to him. And he picked up an Aztec. And I said, I will trade you the shop job for the Aztec. And that was a deal he couldn't pass up. Because he didn't pay a lot for Aztec. I know he didn't pay a lot for Aztec, but I know it's worth it. Worth it. So it was a good deal for me, and it was a good deal for him. So, yep, I got the Aztec that's sitting in Dave's garage. I got to clean this one up too, because it's just nasty. It's like corroded and stuff. I'll put that in the drill. So yeah, I got Aztec. Aztec is a great game. I like Aztec. I compare that to Grand Prix a lot. I think Aztec is a little better version of Grand Prix. They really don't compare, but I compare them to like the year and what's built into them, and I think Aztec is a more sophisticated game. And I rather play Aztec. Now it looks much better. There. I wasn't really worried about polishing it. I was worried about getting more of the rust off of it. Because it just mostly looked like crap. I don't think it didn't affect anything. It just looked bad. All right. Right, Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Get these out. There's 1, 2. Scrap. These are aluminum. You can probably reuse them. I don't. I just put new ones on. This thing's almost rebuilt already. These things practically rebuild themselves. I don't know why, but they seem to do. This is garbage. Into one of them. What time is it? 2:30. But I am shutting it down at 3. At least by 3. So I want to get I want to relax a little bit, and then I got to make supper, kinda. So, I don't remember if it was like this or like this. It's gotta have went like this, because if it went the other way, if it went the other way, the wires would be pushing into the playfield. That's where I can look at my camera. And I can see the wires are that way. Yep. Alright. So once you get them tore down this far, they just build right back up. Sleeve. I'm going to name the sleeves Steve from now on. I call him Steve. Like gunk in there. A sleeve named Steve. So yeah, I'll be able to get this rebuilt and then everything in this general little area put back together. I like to get half of this done so I can flip it around and then do the other half another day, which won't be for a while because I'm gone this weekend. I won't be able to work. And then this screw with the wire on it, I always check that too. That is the ground or the power wire for the stepper. It's one of them. So if you don't put that on, chances are the stepper is not going to work. That's clean. Alright. Boom. I can flip this over. Let's get this oiled up quick. This is that Super Lube pen oil. Put a couple little drops in there. To get it to go behind everything. There. And just wipe that off, all the excess. And that flinging it around lets the grease fly up inside of it. There. Then we're gonna get on the back of this. Let's leave that new one. I think we can use this old one still. Well, let's try the new one. See if that works a little better. Oh yeah, right away. The old one would work, but this one just does it so much quicker. It's cleaning the contacts off with no effort. This is just a green 3M scrubby pad that I use. You can see how nice and clean those are getting. Just want to change them all the same color so they're a nice shiny brass color. Sometimes you gotta go over them a little bit because they get cupped. Yeah, that's good. All right. There. Glue stick. Just regular glue stick. That glues the label back down. Alright. Let's get a clean finger. There. We take the super lube grease and literally a lot, a good glop on it, and then rub it in to all these contacts really good. Swirl it around them really good. But you want a lot of grease on them, and then we're going to wipe all that grease off. You're never going to get it all off, and that's my intention. One, it makes it look really nice when it's done. And two, you're getting what I want left on it, which is a micro layer of grease. And that's what I want left on it, so it looks like that, which is beautiful. Beautiful! Alright. Now, take a little bit of grease. A little bit on there. Was that metal? Yes. A little bit on there. A little bit on this. That rides inside the plunger, and it kind of gets that little slippery back and forth with it. That had a get out of there. There. It had a washer and a clip. Put those on real quick. Make sure they got a good spin to them. This, put grease on there. And kind of like just a little dab right there on the backing spot of this, right on this area, because it does rub on that. I don't need any more grease, I don't think. Now this, you got this right here, which is going to go right against that. That's the stop for it. See? Let's get that. See? That's the stop for it. We'll open that up. I don't have any. There we go. That will go right down on there. Put a little grease on top of that, right on top of here, because you're getting metal to metal on there. It's not a lot, it's just a little bit. This, I will do a little bit right there and right there. because that rocks on it. Like, I always forget this. It's got to go like this. Yeah, there. That goes like that. Got the little spring that goes right here, from here to here, like that. The next spring goes across the top from here to here. Great, I got that thing on there. There. And I got it all jammed up now. There. I screwed it up. I jammed it in there, which I didn't mean to do. That will go like that. This big spring has a big end and a little end. Big end goes over here, holds that washer down into a groove. I can put this back away. I used to take the screwdriver and get it down into that groove. And then this goes over here on that end. Alright, the spring, I am actually going to move it to about right there, because I want to get 3 wraps on it. There. Alright, so we're going to go 1, 2, and then 3. We get 3 wraps on that. And it steps down good by itself. And then that should do a full reset, which is good. Now we got to flip it over and put this back on, which, you remember I said we're going to mark it so it's on the top. That will go like that. And then we get a lock washer and a nut for it. Lock washer down, nut. We're just tighten it down, not too tight. You do it too tight, this whole assembly will bind. This is a long stepper. Can't go no more because we're done. Done. Take this back, put it back where it belongs. Tighten these screws back up. This is a great stepper unit. This is a step up, step down, full reset stepper. It can do all of it. If you don't get your thing you got, you'll get a full reset. If you did get the time out of it, you get a step up, you get a step down. adjust that a little bit. A little closer. There. Bring that a little closer too. When you push it back over too far and it's jamming against stuff, you can't move your stepper, and then you're wondering why it's not moving. I'm thinking I made the tension too tight, but I didn't. It's just, it was jamming against it. And that's perfect. All my wires are hooked up, which I like. So now we can take this and just get it out of my way. We got the screws for it. Now we can start bending switches back the way they used to be. These are upper. These go through to the playfield. And they are for like rebounds or something. I'm trying to get them straight, and then also get them so they're going to work correctly. This one's bent like an S. Now I just gotta, it's twisted like this. I want to get it back flat. And it's not wanting to. There. Now it did. Give it a little extra oomph on it. Alright, we got those going. I have to look on my other phone about this. Let's see how it was. Okay. That one was on top. You'll understand more when I get the part out. It's got these weird little things for the rollovers. Which are weird to me. But this goes on the bottom. Take these screws out. That goes like that. This will go like that. There. I'll put the screws back in. Some weird things Williams did. And we get a stripped out screw. 2 stripped out screws. Alright, more stripped out screws to fix. Yay! I just hope they're not like that last one where I had to put 2 in there because they were stripped so bad. And tweezers, here we go. This is like Heinz ketchup. Anticipation. Anticipation is making me wait. Let's get one in there. Perfect. I feel like that's all I'm doing on this game is fixing stripped screws. That one's stripped too. Get tired of them. Okay. More. Okay. Anybody ever fix this many strip screws on one game before? Telling you, it's this weird Playfield material that they did. This weird wood. This now I remember what this wood reminds me of. You gotta be old or know somebody with an old house. The old dark paneling that you would see in a basement with lines in it, but it wasn't smooth. That paneling, that is exactly what it reminds me of. That paneling. Let's say they use that paneling between, they made layers with that, and then laminated the top and the bottom of the playfield. That's what I believe Williams did. Oh, that is perfect. That is perfect. I think I cleaned that one. That's what I believe Williams did with this. I believe that's exactly what they did. They used that old cheap 70s paneling to make playfields. And then they sandwiched a good layer veneer on the top and on the bottom. Or at least on the top. To make it pretty. I totally believe that. And then they realized this is garbage. We can't do this. And they stopped. That's what I think. I can get both of those in, but I need screws for them. That's what I think happened. I'm putting money on it. get that one right away too. That one doesn't need to come out. These do. Those look good. No, it's not this one. It's this one. I wonder if I cleaned these up already. That ramp. I don't know if I did. Let me go look. I imagine I didn't. Oh, we can go check. I don't remember if I ever did polish these pieces up or not. I'm gonna say nope. So then we don't need to worry about those. We will get. Oh, this is horrible. Okay, I can get one here. We'll do that real quick. Those are not ghosting. They're just regular GI. So we can get away with one of the regular. But we gotta fix that because that is sloppy. Sloppy loose. A sloppy loose. So I'm gonna fix these last couple things on this side. And then I will end the stream. That was my intentions today. What I'm doing is scuffing the socket to get a clean spot on it. Makes it easier to solder. Fix the sloppy socket. Sloppy socket. A sloppy socket. Alright. These. What's that? Like that. Illuminate these from the bottom up. Like that. Do we have anything else here? This one I can get at this way. Good. Good day. Sunshine. And are those I think are just regular GIs. Those stop clock, run clock. I think that's just a regular GI. We'll find out. Because those don't turn on and off. Oh, yeah, never mind. Those are controlled. Those are controlled. Therefore, they need a non-ghosting bulb in them. And I have to clean that out first. I think I'm done with strip screws. We can get a Q-tip, clean out that socket. But I'm still not going to put the stepper together. Later on this week, I'm probably going to slowly do things on here. But with the stepper out of my way, I can get the slingshot back together. I can get, I can work on those lights a lot easier. I can work on this flipper. I can work on this. Well, let's do that real quick, and we'll be done. Those are done. There. So we basically got this whole side of the playfield done, except for, well, let's get this in here, because there's no slingshot on here, I forgot. There is none, so I can put this back in there too. As soon as I bend it straight and clean it. If I can get that in there right away. Oh wow, is that bent good. There. Now it's bent good again. It's bent straight. So did anybody learn anything today? If you're watching, did you learn anything? That's my whole hoping that you did, whether it's good or bad. If you don't like some of my techniques or something like that, or you're like, wow, why didn't I do that before? That is so slick, or that guy's an idiot. Or, no, I don't like that way he does it. I won't do it that way. It's a chat group I'm in. Alright, so let's get that marked off as done. Done. Everything on this side's done, just about. Flipper bushings. Can I put this back in? Maybe easier. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it out. I get those two to put back in. So I'll put these under here. What's in here? This is a stepper. Some of these there too. Let me unplug my soldering iron. I don't like leaving that plugged in, even though I just did. Yeah, I think well, I know I'm done now. We streamed for a while, but I think this whole side of the playfield is done right now. So I think I'm going to just clean up my mess. Get this over there. Get the cords out of the way. Clean up my mess, and that way later on I can make a quick video on it. I can go over there because it's got to go over there. Those can go over there. This go like that. This can go here because I got a couple targets left to do. Yeah, I can make a quick video for the owner and show them what I did. Well, he can also watch the video too. He can totally watch that and go, wow. But yeah, I did a good part. I got all this done right here. This is the easy half, because these are just leaves and you just buzz through them real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna finish everything underneath, and then I'll flip it over and start putting stuff together, and then flip it back over and then do the pop bumpers. But I'm gonna at least get this kicker and this kicker back. I'll go through the coil, the flippers, and get those done the rest of the way. But otherwise, yeah, I think we got a good spot done today. Sweet. So, if anybody's got any questions, feel free to ask. Well, I turn off this camera. Well, this has a bad battery on it, clearly, because it's already at 86%. Trash. Just go select the mouse, select. Doot, 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 doot. Trash. There. Let's put this away. Ouch! Push my computer back. Right, I think that's about it. Any questions? There we go. Does anybody got any questions? If you do, ask them really quick. Where did I put that marker? That's been rebuilt. That I rebuilt a while ago. I rebuilt that before I sold the machine. All right, everybody, take care. Thanks for popping in, and I appreciate everybody watching. Later on, this will be fully done on YouTube, and there'll be some cool stuff along here. But you can check the comments. I mean, what do you call it, below the description? There's cool stuff in there. Give me a thumbs up. Please like and subscribe, and take care, and later.